There's a famous saying on the Statue of Liberty which says, "Give me your tired, your poor, your yearning masses, your howling masses yearning to be free. The wretched refuse are routinely short. Give me these, your homeless, tempest tossed to me. I will lift my lamp beside the golden door." The issue of Mexican immigration has had a major political, economic, and social impact on the United States. For this speech, I've conducted research using 2 online articles, a journal article, and a Pew Research study to find out more about Mexican immigration and how it's made this impact. Today, I will inform you first about the current Mexican immigration policy, secondly, the modes of Mexican immigration, and lastly, the trends of Mexican immigration. To begin my speech, I will first describe the current Mexican immigration policy. With the presidency of Donald Trump, there is currently a new policy called the America's First Program. This program has 4 main goals. The first goal is to restrict all legal immigration. Trump wants to do this by eliminating the ability of Mexican immigrants to receive housing aid, welfare, food stamps, or even housing, welfare, food stamps, or even Medicaid. He also wants to not allow legal Mexican immigrants to be able to gain a work visa or a green card. The second goal of the American First Program is to finish the border wall between U.S. and Mexico. According to to an article by Kimberly Armado called "Trump on Mexican Immigration," written in 2020, the border wall has an estimated budget of $15 billion to $25 billion and a total distance of $1,954. The third goal of the Trump's America's First Program is to eliminate asylum seekers. He wants to do this by deporting any undocumented immigrants and he wants to make the process of gaining asylum harder and not available to any immigrants and Mexican immigrants. The last objective of the America's First policy is to eliminate DACA/Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals. Trump wanted to institute a 12-year immigration plan for childhood arrivals to gain citizenship, but this was met with disagreement from Democrats and also the federal courts, which caused DACA to stay in place. Now that I've described the current Mexican immigration policy, I will now get to my second point, which are the motives for Mexican immigration. There are many motives for Mexican immigration to the United States. Drug-related violence is one of those motives because there has been an increase of deaths in Mexico of innocent people. According to a journal article by Viridiana Contreras called the role of drug-related violence and extortion in promoting Mexican migration, written in 2014, and I quote, "There has been an increase in homicide rates since 2006 because of fights between Mexican cartels and also changes in Mexico's security policies. There's also been the increase of extortion has also caused there to be a increase of Mexican immigration. Extortion is when drug traffickers and cartels have caused businesses to lose money because they take money away from the businesses. According to the same journal article by Viridiana Contreras, businesses have went into bankruptcy due to intimidation and also bribery from drug traffickers. Now that I told you, there's also more motives for Mexican immigration. Education. There's a better educational system here in the United States where you can go through a better public schooling system and also a college which you can secure a better financial future. Because in Mexico, there's, according to a article by Bloomberg article by T. Cohen entitled "What's Holding Mexico's Economy Back," written in 2018. There is less money funded into Mexico's education system, which causes there to be a tougher life and lower wages. Along with education, there's better economy in the United States. According to the same Bloomberg article by T. Cohen, there is Mexico's economy rate has a rise of 1.9% economic growth compared to the United States, which has a 3.4% economic growth. Along with that, there's and that's it. Now that I first described the motives for Mexican immigration, and secondly, I first described the current Mexican immigration policy. Secondly, the motives of Mexican immigration. And now, as I get to my final point, I will describe the trends of Mexican immigration. The trends of Mexican immigration have both increased and decreased. There has been a decrease of illegal Mexican immigrants in the United States. According to a Pew Research study by Anna Berra and Jen Krogstad called What We Know About Mexican Immigration, written in 2018, there has been a decrease from 6.9 million undocumented immigrants in 2007 to 4.9 million undocumented immigrants in 2017. There's also been a increase of more apprehensions of non-Mexicans at the U.S. border. With the same from the same Pew Research article, according to that, there has been 62% of apprehensions have been non-Mexicans. There's also been an increase of deportations of legal immigrants. According to the same Pew Research article, there has been a total of 192,334 deportations of illegal Mexican immigrants as of 2017. Lastly, there has been a long-term residency because for 10 or more years, 83% of illegal immigrants have lived in the United States. And lastly, there has been a total of 536,000 DACA recipients in the United States as of 2019. In conclusion, through my speech, I hope you have learned about illegal Mexican immigration and how it has made an impact on the United States. As you see, Mexican immigration has had a major impact, political, social, and economic impact in the United States. Mexican immigration has an impact on everyone, including you, and I hope that you understand that it's something that is important to research and know about. Mexican immigration is an issue that will continue to happen in the United States, and it's something that we must stay informed on.